Family coasters, family coasters, family coasters. It seems like every new coaster in 2024 is a family coaster. Like, you have Busch Gardens Tampa and SeaWorld Orlando, they're both adding family coasters. You've got Kings Island and Holiday World adding family boomerangs, and not to mention the Six Flags parks. It feels like every single new coaster is a family coaster. But why? Why are all of these theme parks building family coasters right now? Well, let's find out. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, it feels like we have seen a decrease in thrill coasters added to theme parks each year. Now, as a coaster enthusiast, I personally prefer thrill coasters. But coaster enthusiasts make up a very small percentage of people who visit an amusement park on any given day. And a lot of those people who visit theme parks are families. Families often spend the most money when they visit theme parks, and they want to visit an amusement park that appeals to everyone in their family. If they have younger kids, they don't want to visit an amusement park that just features thrill rides. Likewise, the family that has older kids, they don't want to visit an amusement park that just features kids rides. And there are a lot of families who have both older and younger kids. And to appeal to the most people possible, theme parks want to have a nice balance of thrill and more mild rides, like kiddie coasters. And you know what the perfect in-between coasters are? You guessed it, they're family coasters. These coasters appeal to the whole family. They appeal to the younger kids and the older kids, along with the parents. These coasters aren't too scary for younger kids, but provide a good enough thrill to keep the older members of the family entertained. So, why do all these parks keep building family coasters? Well, it allows them to appeal to as many people as possible. This does make sense because thrill and kiddie coasters only appeal to a certain number of people who visit theme parks. In addition, family coasters are cheaper, and with inflation and with everything costing much more to operate, and remember, theme parks do need to add attractions, but they also gotta keep costs as low as possible. So a decently cheap coaster that everyone can enjoy honestly makes more sense than a $25 million B&M Hyper right now. So basically, theme parks are building family coasters because they just make sense. Now, this does raise another question. How long will this trend last? Will we see, exclusively family coasters for the next 10-15 years? Well, my guess is no. I feel like eventually the economy and everything will get back to normal and on track. And I feel like we will once more see those B&M Hypers and those big, massive thrill rides coming to these parks. And I think we could really start seeing that trend in maybe 2026, 2027, maybe 2028 even. I just feel like everything's still a little messed up from the pandemic, and I feel like a lot of these parks are probably just holding off of building a major attraction for just a few more years. Now, while I was writing the script, I thought of another question. Why on earth is B&M suddenly making family coasters right now? B&M has exclusively produced thrill coasters since they were founded. But recently, B&M has actually made a few family coasters. But why are they building family coasters all of a sudden? Well, B&M is trying to give their customers what they want. And right now, as I told you earlier, theme parks want family coasters, not thrill coasters. So B&M is trying to supplement their normal thrill coasters with a few family coasters to just kind of almost weather the storm a little bit till theme parks get back to building major attractions. Now, will B&M be making family coasters for the rest of its existence? Probably not unless they're in demand. Because trust me, B&M will keep making them if people keep buying them. And I almost feel like that's almost the mindset of most major theme park chains right now. I feel like since they don't exactly have a ton of money coming off all the debt from COVID, none of these parks are super eager to build major attractions. Why? Because their attendance is still pretty good. And yes, they'll have to start building major attractions one way or another. But their attendance is in a good enough spot, and their wallets are in a bad enough spot, that they feel like they're just going to kind of survive for the next couple of years. And then when they have the money to build their major attractions, they'll go back to what they were doing normally, before the pandemic. Well, now that we know that we're going to see a lot of family coasters in the next couple of years, I'm going to give you 3 Six Flags parks, and yes, that includes Cedar Fair, that could be building brand new family coasters in the next 2 to 3 years. And I'm not going to talk about SeaWorld, they already have enough family coasters. I feel like Carowinds is due for a new coaster here soon. And a good family coaster would fit in pretty well with their lineup. Carowinds could really use a good, smooth family coaster. Because their Mine Train, I guess you could kind of call Hurler a family coaster. Kind of. Both of them aren't very smooth, and wouldn't be super enjoyable for a family. And I kind of feel like Kings Island and Carowinds are on a very similar schedule when it comes to building new roller coasters. So I could definitely see Carowinds getting a new family coaster here soon. And I've heard a lot of rumors about a Mack Power Splash, and I feel like it almost kind of counts as a family coaster. Like it's almost like it's not super extreme that the whole family could probably enjoy it. So moving on to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now you're probably thinking, what? Six Flags Magic Mountain has like 20 coasters. Why do they need another? Well, the reason is they haven't built a family coaster since 2011. And given that their last coaster was in 2022, they are obviously due for a new roller coaster, cause it's Six Flags Magic Mountain. I could see Six Flags going with something like a family boomerang for this park. And I actually feel like it would fit in pretty decent here. Plus, this would help the park be a little more geared to families and not just straight thrill coasters. And with Cedar Fair and Six Flags merging, I feel like this is a pretty smart business move. And finally, we have Six Flags Great America. Great America could really use a new family coaster, with their last one coming back in 2010. And besides, they're due for a coaster anyway, given that their last coaster was 2019. Again, I feel like a family boomerang would fit really well into this park. To be honest, any family coaster would be fine. Even the one at Six Flags Over Georgia, their Ultra Surf, I think that's what it's called, would still actually fit into this park pretty well. And I know Six Flags Great America has had a few incidents recently with crowd behavior. They added a brand new family coaster that could try to get more families back into the park. I honestly feel like this is a pretty good chance to happen, and I'm relatively confident that it will. You know, since I just talked for 6.5 minutes about family coasters, I decided to show the current record holder of the tallest roller coaster in the world, because why not? If you enjoyed the video, then give it a like and hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Well, if you're wondering why Orion was built at Kings Island, then click the video on your screen right now, because that'll tell you exactly why Kings Island chose to build Orion. Without further ado, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.